What's good, family? This is D1 Music. I'm going to do a quick get up and going tutorial on the Motif XS6. And this is for a request somebody put in. They was like, hey, bro, can you do a quick get started video for the Motif? And this is what this is going to be. So I'm going to switch my angle real quick. Okay, so I already got a track loaded. I'm just gonna talk fundamental. I'm gonna try to keep it fundamental as possible because I had this board for a while, and I kind of know the ins and outs of it. I still got more to learn. I'm still willing to learn because I know somebody out there knows more than what I know, and I'm always willing to learn and build, and iron sharpen iron. So, but the fundamentals is you want to do most of your production in pattern mode. So if you cut on the board, and it's automatically gonna kick you into I'm gonna show you how this works. Just for beginner's sake, because I don't know what the person requests. I don't know what they know for this board, so I'm just gonna try to break it down as simple as possible. So you cut your board on. I don't want to make no assumptions that the person that requested this, like he already know when he cut the board on how to bypass some of the factory features on his board. And this is for straight beginners, so I know some people who already know about this board, y'all might want to go ahead and skip this video. One thing about this board, man, I feel like it's really slept on. I don't see a lot of people work with it a lot, but it's most definitely slept on. So that sound you hearing, that's for the gain of the input. If you want to add your samples in, but I just turned that down. That's all that was. Because in the factory setting, what it does, if you go to your utilities, you go to your I/O, it's already in the mic instead of a line. So you want to switch that to line if you're going to be sampling like from a beat machine or something like that. You're just sampling other melodies or whatnot. You want to put that in line mode. That's a fundamental thing you want to do when you cut the board on. You want to make sure if you're going to sample into it, take that mic off. Unless you're going to be on the mic, then leave it on the mic. But you want to put that input on line mode, and then you won't be dealing with all that buzz. So if I turn this up again, you see how you don't hear all that extra noise because it's on line mode now as far as the input goes. So you hit exit to get out of that. Now we still in performance mode right here. This is all your three modes is voice, performance, and master. I'm gonna go down to pattern, the sequencer modes. You got song and patterns. I do a lot of my production in pattern mode. It's just easier workflow for me. I'm gonna select one of my tracks, and if in this corner, this left corner right here is the pattern number. You have your A through P. So all these are different sections for when you're producing. If you in A, you got 16 tracks in A. Then plus B, you got 16 tracks in B on down the line. So I'm going back to A. You got your sequence transport over here, your forward, back, your record, your stop, and your play. Then you can control your faders, your tracks over here. This will be your track volume, these faders. Up here you have your cutoffs. You got your low end, your mids, and then you got the swing. So if you ever want to adjust the swing timing on any of your tracks, you can do that as well. X out of that. And then you have your reverb, your chorus, and your pan. And then you got your assignable functions. What this does, say for instance, I'm gonna click a quick piano real quick. And so that's just a basic sound. But if you hit this quick function, it enhances that. And then this is a second function. It gives it that wet feel. I'll call it wet. It just make that sound just spread out, making it more wide. But yeah, so that's the functions over there. It's your volume button, your octaves up and down, and then up here on the sequencer menu for the patterns, you move this around. You can select your section this way, or you can do it this way. This selection of the pattern. You move this over. This is your transpose. So if I'm gonna play this beat real quick and show you an example. If you just want to drop that transpose or turn it up, positive or negative, you can do that. That's what that's for. That's your beat signature 4x4. This is how you adjust your tempo, and then you use all these to navigate your menu up here. And then you got the length of your track. So if you doing 4-bar, 2-bar, you can adjust that. Turn the knob here. Let's see here. Think about more fundamentals. So again, if you want to record, you hit record button right here. And then brings up the record menu. And if you look up here, you got your measures. You can go back to adjusting back to 1, because sometimes if you stop it, it stay where you stopped it at. So you go back here, go back to the first bar. You got your signatures. You got record type. You got replace. You can change this to overdub if you want to overdub something you already recorded. You got your loop on. You can turn loop off, turn it back on. You got record part. This is track 7, track 2. You can select that. It's telling you what track you're recording on for the part. Quantize. You got quantize on and off here. And then you have the voice, which is in your search category right here. You can hit that. It's the same thing right there. You can change your voice if you want to. You can adjust the volume on the track, 83. You got your pan. I got it in the center. And you got your foot switch effect. So on or off if you want to control that. And yeah, whenever you want to, start. But hold on, before we start, you also got your clicks. When you click in, if you want to start recording, if you can turn your clicks off, usually you don't want them set to on, so you know when you're about to record. You got the counting with the clicks. Yeah. Besides that, man, this is a quick up and going. Yeah. So if you need more information on what you want me to show you on the Motif, just comment in the section, and I would do that. I just wanted to kind of make this like a real quick introduction on how to get started with the simple fundamentals of making beats. Again, if you want to select another track, you just go to Tool, and then you hit do the same process, record, play, boom. And then you're done recording, whatever your loops are. I'm on loop 4. You just keep on going down the line when you keep on adding your tracks. If you ever want to mute your tracks, you hit mute. Just select tracks you want to mute. You want to unmute them. It's that simple. You ever want to solo out a track? You just hit solo. And another thing I would say too, one of the fundamentals you must want to know when you're recording, because if you don't store your pattern and you say, okay, I recorded everything, you're going to want to save everything, right? So what you want to do is you want to click store, and it's going to say store sequence mixing data to We on pattern 5. Pattern 5 you want to have it on, and then you press enter to execute, and then it's going to ask you, are you sure? Yes. And there it goes. So that's how you save after you record. Again, this is a quick tutorial. I would do more by request, and if y'all want to get into some advanced stuff later, I can also do that as too. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, and see you next time. Peace.